What's up everyone, it's Sprometheus, and today I'm doing another coffee recipe. And this time I'm doing the Cafe Cubano and the Cortadito. These two things are very closely related. Basically one can become the other with just the addition of some steamed half and half, and I'm going to put those two together for you today, talk about how I make them, and some of the things that come along with making these drinks. So first things first, we're going to get our shot of espresso. And don't worry about changing your grind or anything like that. We're going to pull our shot as we normally would. We're not going to do any changes except for adding brown sugar to the whole mix. So we're going to distribute our coffee and we're going to set our brown sugar on top of that. So I like to use 10 grams of brown sugar. It dissolves relatively quickly, kind of runs through the puck as a whole, and there's plenty of movement and space in there for the water to run through. So adding 10 grams to the whole mix isn't going to slow you down or isn't going to make you have to change your grind. At least it shouldn't. So just lay the brown sugar right on top. We're going to flatten it out as we normally would with our espresso shot. We want to make sure we're creating a nice, even flat bed for the water to hit, as well as to tamp. So we're going to tamp the sugar on top of the espresso. As you can see, like I mentioned, there's lots of space for the water to travel through the sugar and really give you a nice, even extraction without slowing you down. So while the shot's pulling, I do want to mention if you're putting anything in your portafilter, whether it's sugar or anything else, please make sure you're back flushing and you're scrubbing your group head with Purocaf on a weekly, if not more often basis. The only time I really make these drinks is right before I back flush for the week, so be sure to stay on top of that. You don't want caramelized sugar inside your machine. But enough with the warnings, let's talk about the Cafe Cubano. That is what we're looking at right now. The shot of espresso with the added brown sugar creates the Cafe Cubano. So it's going to be a sweet shot of espresso, just basically, but that brown sugar adds a unique texture. It creates a really creamy, smooth, very velvety shot. Along with that sweetness, it's just very appealing. So if you're not a big, heavy espresso drinker, you're not used to that intensity that espresso brings, this really does kind of ease the punch a little bit. But let's turn this Cafe Cubano into a Cortadito. And to do that, we're going to use half and half. Generally, half and half is used because it's just a little bit creamier, a little heavier, just a nice touch to the sweetness. I recommend using half and half. Whole milk will obviously do you well. For my non-dairy friends out there, I know there's a non-dairy creamer that's like half coconut cream and half almond milk, so that's actually pretty good as well. But let's steam up this half and half and try ourselves a Cortadito. If you need to brush up on your steaming, I'll put the link to my steaming tutorial up above right now. Obviously, we're going to make sure that we steam properly. We're going to wipe our wand, we're going to purge, and now let's pour this half and half into this Cafe Cubano and turn it into a Cortadito. As you can see, the texture of the shot is definitely a little bit different. You know, you've got that bit of heaviness to it. You can see that it's just a thicker type of espresso. So that's generally the overall look and the experience you're going to get. When it comes to taste, that's really where it changes the game. So with the half and half and the brown sugar, it really comes across such a much sweeter, much denser, heavier sort of feel to it. It's definitely more of a dessert drink or an after dinner drink than it would be first thing in the morning. It might be a little intense on the sugar for like right when you wake up, but it's a great drink. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new around here, hit the bell button for notifications, follow me on Instagram at Sprometheus, the blog at Sprometheus.com, and as always, stay caffeinated, pony boy.